Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 11:11 gathering. This is Frank in Williamsburg, and very happy to see you all here today. So, you might be noticing some little changes in the office here. If you look over my left shoulder, I guess it depends which way you're looking at it. Well, just look behind me. So, you can see on the wall the three magnificent birds. I just love them. Painted by my incredibly talented mother-in-law who lives in Cape Town, South Africa. She just has a gift to paint basically anything and make it look incredible. So one of the best ones ever is the one immediately behind me on the wall, which of course is the Lion of Judah. And to sit in your office and have the Lion of Judah empowering you, standing behind you, watching everything that you're doing is just very powerful. Sometimes a little disconcerting. I look up there and think, oops, make sure I'm doing everything exactly the way he would want me to be doing it. Anyway, today we're going to share something wonderful from another book by Sarah Young. This one's called Jesus Calling. I think this one may have been before the other one. We've been reading some things from Jesus Always from time to time. But it's just nice to see how God's Spirit speaks through people, because you can always identify that voice. And I'm sure you'll agree as you hear what she had for today. Make friends with the problems in your life. Though many things feel random and wrong, remember that I am sovereign over everything. I can fit everything into a pattern for good, but only to the extent that you trust me. Every problem can teach you something, transforming you little by little into the masterpiece that I created you to be. The very same problem can become a stumbling block over which you fall if you react with distrust and defiance. The choice is up to you, but you will have to choose many times each day whether to trust or defy me. The best way to befriend your problems is to thank me for them. This simple act opens your mind to the possibility of benefits flowing from your difficulties. You can even give persistent problems nicknames, helping you to approach them with familiarity rather than with dread. The next step is to introduce them to me, enabling me to embrace them in my loving presence. I will not necessarily remove your problems, but my wisdom is sufficient to bring good out of every one of them. Wow, very powerful. I'm not sure that I have any nicknames right now for my problems, but I definitely have one or two problems cropping up from time to time, as I'm sure you all do. Sarah encourages us to read the 1 Corinthians 23 to 24. So it'd be interesting just to see how that lines up with what we just read. So let me find 1 Corinthians. You can see I was nicely prepared from before. 1 Corinthians 1. Let's get right back to the beginning. Because when you have a newer Bible, one of the challenges is all the pages stick together from time to time. All right, 1 Corinthians 1, 23 to 24. Drum roll, this is going to be good. They're all wonderful. Here we go. But we preach the crucified Messiah, The Jews stumble over him, and the rest of the world sees him as foolishness. But for those who have been chosen to follow him, both Jews and Greeks, he is God's mighty power, God's true wisdom, and our Messiah. For the foolish things of God have proven to be wiser than human wisdom, and the feeble things of God have proven to be far more powerful than any human ability. So what do we learn from that? Well, even the smallest thing that God puts his hand to is far more powerful than anything that we can do. And we have his Spirit living inside us. We had a conversation with some of the other founders of Abundant Lifestyle the other day, and we were just talking about that. We were talking about just getting out of the way and letting God's Spirit guide us in everything that we do. And you can do that in your work. You can do that in your relationships. You can do that basically in every situation that you find yourself having to deal with in life. And when it gets really tough and challenging, it's usually because you put yourself first, you put yourself in the way, you're trying to find the solutions, you're trying to drive the answers. Remember what the Lord said. He said, lean not on your own understanding. And we also learn that scripture that says, greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. Well, if it's greater that he that's in you, then stop trying to make yourself great and put yourself first, because that doesn't always end well. All right, well, have a blessed day. It's wonderful to see you here. We're looking forward to next week. It's going to be exciting. We're going to be just enjoying whatever it is that God puts on our heart to share with you. So we'll see you back here again tomorrow at 11:11. Bye for now.